know if I'll make it back home.
Hey, welcome. What's up, everybody? Mlb Dfs Baseball Pre-Lock Live. Pete Cole here today. I have a co-host with me. Gervais is with me, so there's going to be two of us, which is cool. And wow, this could actually be, I was just thinking, this could actually be the last show of the season. I think, right? Tuesday night, unless something comes up, we have something over the weekend, but this could actually be the last live MLB show. But actually, we'll try to do something for playoffs, especially the first week or two.
Yeah, we should come back for playoffs.
Right?
We should come back for playoffs.
We have a couple of them going to be full slates, 4 or 5 games. Then we get to the showdown. So still a lot of baseball left. But this is like one of the last big slates of regular season where you still have to worry about it, but worry about pitching counts and rookies coming in and out. But it's a big slate. So welcome, G. Good to have you on here. Your fielderschoice.com. We still have a special right now, $25 a month, first 2 months football special. If anybody, it's a free Discord, so anybody that check out our Discord, you see our winning lineups room. We are totally crushing NFL, college football. MLB's been crushing for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Some big numbers. Niche sports is our thing though. So just check us out. You would be very surprised. All sports included in that. There's a lot going on this week. NFL Thursday night football Thursday night. I'll have a Discord show on that. We usually have live Discords. Most of them are free even for non-premium people. That's Jacksonville and Cincinnati, I believe. PGA this week. We got the Euros going on. I see Chris just posted a pretty good, really good article I saw. Really nice and detailed for that. We also have the PGA. I think what's it called? The Sanderson Farm Championship. West will have information on that for Thursday. UCL is going on right now. You had 6 games today, it'll be 6 games tomorrow. We have articles out on all those, on both of those slates. EL, European Hoop starts Thursday. Wow. That starts Thursday afternoon, so we'll definitely have content on that. For said, that's all your niche sports stuff. Then CSGO, Eric does a really good job on CSGO, especially with his articles and his charts and so on. So there's so much going on. And then there's college football. So college football is like one of our main things right now. We'll have a show tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. That'll be for the Friday slate. And then we'll have a show Thursday night, me and Walter Riddell, for the main slate Saturday, Super Show, 9 o'clock. So a lot going on here. Best part of the year. All sports are rolling. But we are here tonight for MLB. So you guys are watching. Thank you for watching us all year. We went for pretty much having a show every night during the meat of the season. But now where all the other sports going on, it's only once or twice a week. But it's been a good year. It was a tough year at the beginning, but then everything kind of came together. Actually, me and G had a discussion one night, and then next thing you know, 2 days later, we were rocking GPPs and taking them down, and everything changed. So up and down DFS, but that's pretty much the life of DFS player, and I do it all day. It's full time, so it's good though. All right, MLB tonight. Weather. There's no weather really that I see that's going to be cause any major. It's a Coors night, so we do have there is some showers, I guess, in Coors, but nothing intense I see. The other big games. So we actually have some important games. We have the Yankees, Red Sox, and Jays are all within like 1 game of each other. Yankees actually are 1 up on the Yankees and Red Sox are in a wild card. The Yankees are like 1 up on the Red Sox. The Jays, I think, are a game back. The Yankees probably may have actually the toughest route, but they're actually playing the Jays this week. Starting tonight, Jameson Talan going against Ryu, really important series. And then the Red Sox might have the easiest path to wild card because they're facing the Orioles in Camden Yards, as the Orioles are playing the kind of the spoiler role. And then anybody's forgetting about the Mariners. They're only like a game and a half, 2 games back, and they're at home tonight against Chris Bassett and the A's. So Still, some of these teams got a lot to play for. Phillies and the Braves still battling it out within a game or two, and they're actually playing each other, right? So that's gonna be a really good series to watch this week. So there's still some important games. They're the players you really want to pay attention to a lot in DFS. You know they're gonna be getting their full at bats. They're playing to win. It's important to them. So just kind of another hint. So no weather. Vegas right now, we have the highest implied right now. Of course, the core slate. So it's the Rockies 6.4. The only team over 6. They're playing Washington. I do like Washington as sneaky. Always watch that first game in Coors though. They always seem to be a little bit lower scoring than the other games. But they're 5.7, and the Red Sox 5.7 in Camden yards. 3 other teams above 5 runs. Minnesota.
Second game, by the
Alexander.
way. Just saying, second game of Coors. They played last night, right? At Coors.
Oh, that's right. Because that wasn't on the full slate. That's right. I'm glad you said that. So makes me feel a little bit better too. Because yesterday was that weird 3-game slate with the main slate earlier in the day. So good job there. I forgot all about that. And then you get the White Sox at 5.2 implied against the Reds. The Reds are really hitting the ball. And then the Giants at 5 implied against Arizona at home and that big ass park in San Francisco. Money line, the biggest favorite tonight is the Red Sox. Chris Sale, minus 267. I do like Chris Sale tonight. I'm going back and forth on him in cash, whether is he going to see enough pitches tonight, enough innings. But I do like him. Then the Giants and Logan Webb, minus 248. They're the only teams over minus 200. So the Giants and the Red Sox. And then a couple other teams, the Dodgers and Walker Buehler, minus 181 against the Padres. That's really sad, too. This should be like a huge series this last week. The Padres and the Dodgers, and the Padres like 20 games out of the wild card. So, but they want to play a spoiler, I guess, with the Dodgers. And then the Twins minus 175 and the White Sox minus 173 with Ronaldo Lopez. That's your Vegas. Let's get into the real meat and potatoes here. Any of you guys that are watching have any questions, throw them in the chat. One of us, me or Gio, try to answer it, or the admin will try to answer any questions, any comments, just throw them in the chat, and we will bullshit about it. Pitching cheat sheets updated, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, okay, yep, just got updated, hot off the presses, like 3 minutes ago. So let's look at pitching right now. And surprisingly, so Chris Sale is right now on DK. We have as the highest projected owned pitcher at 33%. I like that then. Brandon Woodruff behind him at 28%. And then Brady Singer, 24%. And then anybody else over 20% is Logan Webb at 20%. So talking cash here. What do we want to roll? Where's Zach Wheeler? We got Wheeler. I mean, Wheeler's
He's on there. He's on there. He's just down there a little bit.
19%. Wow. And I see Wheeler as a cash play tonight, though. I would probably even play Wheeler over Woodruff because Milwaukee's clinched. You know what I mean? They don't have to win. They could be, I'm not sure if they're going to stretch Woodruff out. They don't stretch their pitchers as it is. So but let's talk about Sale. Let's talk about Sale first, I guess. He's beaten the Orioles twice already. Probably 3 times after tonight. He's pitching well. His last 2 starts. He hasn't allowed more than 2 earned runs in either start. 8 strikeouts in his last outing. But the Orioles can hit lefties. So let's just really have him able to hit Sale. And 25% K rate in September against lefties, 4th highest mark in the league. And I keep seeing all these comments that, Sale doesn't go far, he doesn't go past 5 innings and so on. But what I don't understand is the Red Sox have to win this game. So if Sale is pitching well, his arm feels fine, why wouldn't they stretch him out? They need him to pitch well tonight for the playoffs. So I think right now, I'm on Sale right now at 9.4 as my top cash pitcher. Earlier in the day, I really wasn't on him, but I'm definitely on him right now as my top cash pitcher. You gotta make a decision on.
He's going to go 5 at least, right?
At least, right? Yeah.
Maybe 6 or 7, depending on how well he's going.
And if we can get 6 out of him, we're happy. So we should get enough. We should get enough Ks to get us through that. So Sale's in 1, and then I'd be going back and forth on my other 2, on my 2. And right now, one guy I do like is Logan Webb with the Giants. And one thing I like about Webb is he's got like a crazy, I don't know, like he's got like a crazy 65% ground ball rate, which I think is huge. And he's ended up being almost an ace for these guys, striking out batters at 9.5 per nine. I mean, he's rocking a 2.82 xFIP, which is elite, pretty close to best number of his career. Giants, are a good team. They big favorites. So why I have no problem going to Webb. Going up, he's at home in a big ass stadium against the Diamondbacks, bad offense. And they, it's not like the Diamondbacks are even finishing off the year well. I mean, they're still sucking. In September, the 27th OPS, 27th in WOBA in September. So I like Webb. If I don't go Webb, is who else would I be leaning toward? To me, it would be one of the Woodruff or Wheeler, and right now I would probably lean Zach Wheeler. It's a big game. They have to win. I mean, it's a tough game though. I mean, it's going against the Braves. He's got his last 4 starts, 1 earned run or fewer. 3 earned over his last 4 starts combined. So struck out at least 6 batters in the last 4 starts. And I see he's actually on the Braves this year. So 4 starts, 135 ERA, 34 to 6 K to walk ratio, 26 innings. So I like Wheeler. I would not be taking a chance personally on Woodruff. You just don't know. He could, pitch 3 or 4 innings, and what's going to happen after that. I mean, it's like they don't need him there. They don't have to win.
Yeah, and I mean the Cardinals are hot, right? Like you don't want to take a pitcher versus a hot team, really. So
yeah, I mean they're hitting the shell of the ball. I mean Woodruff's good, but and I see a lot of people are pushing Woodruff over Wheeler, so I'm the other way around. I'm more on Wheeler right now than Woodruff.
And the Phillies game, that's basically a playoff game, right?
Exactly. Yep, it's a huge game for the Phillies too, because I think they're like 2 behind, so they have to win this game. Now, the other guy that's getting a little bit of love here is Brady Singer. And I'm going all out tonight. It was one of the last slates, but you're not exactly getting a huge discount off of him. He does have a good matchup, though, against Cleveland. He strikes out about 27% of the time. But Cleveland can scare you, though, too. They get, they can hit around. And now he's one thing about Singer. He always seemed to leave after 80 pitches. His last 5 starts, he's gone over 95 pitches, which is pretty good. 25% K rate, 6% walk rate the past month. I just can't. 8.3 though. To me, I can't use him in cash. I'll go $600 more and go to Logan Webb personally. But he's up there on a cheat sheet. He's obviously popular. People are talking to use him. And if you look on the other end, he's the highest owned projected pitcher on FanDuel at 21%. Mainly, I guess, because he's only 7.7. He's like $2,300 cheaper in sale, but still. So he may be chalking in FanDuel. Very surprising. Anybody else around there? Is there any pitcher you like for GPP that you think may be sneaky, like Walker Buehler? I mean, he's going up against the Padres, but I mean, he wants to hit that 200 Ks.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at, Wainwright's been solid all year, and the Cardinals. I mean, I think they've won what, 16 in a row, 17 in a row. I don't even know at this point.
Yeah, Wainwright's been a stud, right?
And then Wainwright's been great. So I think for GPP, you could look at Wainwright. He's only showing like 10% ownership, and he's a little bit less pricey than some of the others. In that same price range, you could look at Morton or Logan Webb as well. I like Logan Webb. I've liked Logan Webb all year. Yep. So I agree with you. I think even for cash, you can fade Woodruff and be pretty comfortable. I mean, when you're looking at there's like 6 pitchers with like 20% ownership. I mean, you already know some of these cash guys may not work out, right?
Exactly. Very easily. That's been like the story of the 2021 season. And Morton is one of the names we didn't really mention, and he's been another one. He's been consistent all year. He's one of my favorite pitchers, and I mean, He's allowed 3 earned runs or less in 25 of 31 starts. He gets strikeouts. September, 4 starts, thrown 5 or more every one, 3 earned runs or less in each. 22 total strikeouts in the last 25 innings. Big game, like I said, against Philadelphia. So I do, especially if you're running GVPs, I could even see running a game stack with those 2 pitchers with like Morton and Wheeler in a GVP game, little stack. So, and he's $100 more than Bueller, which is going to make most people go to Bueller and GVPs than Morton. So, I'm a Morton guy, and I'd have no problem using him tonight. It's pretty much it for pitching. I see a little bit of some talk about Packy Naughton for the Angels. I guess just because they're going up against Texas. Texas cannot hit lefties. So, yeah, they're dead last in baseball in OPS, WOBA, and WOBA against lefties. So, I mean, is that not anything special? No, absolutely not. But, you know, when you're going against the Rangers at 5-3, you're running some GPPs. I guess I saw a note last Thursday when Zach Lauer pitched 5 scoreless innings against them, picked up 27 DK points, something like that. So Naughton can do the same thing, I guess, for the Angels. So that would be a sneaky GVP play. You're multi-entering, or if you want to get it just seems like you can make some laughs tonight where you don't have to go around that low. From what I see. All right, so that's pitching. So once again, you guys any questions, throw them in there. Let's move right on around the bases. What do you got for anybody? Any catchers that are jumping out for ownership wise or anything?
Yeah, so catcher wise, Diaz on the Rockies, he's getting 20%. And then Mitch Garver is at 18% on DraftKings. And he's a big value play for FanDuel. He's 2,600 on FanDuel, so he's catching 23% ownership on FanDuel.
Wow. All right. I can see Diaz at 3.8. He'll be your cash, probably your chalky cash play. He's hitting 290 over his last 20 games. In course, got 3 homers last 20 games, nine ribbies. Did Gary Sanchez make the Yankees lineup? I'm assuming he did, right? Batting 7th. I like Sanchez in GPPs. Now he's got hits in 4 of his last 6, 2 home runs in those 6 games. I do like Sanchez, big games. They need him. Plus he's 4 for 12 off of Ryu with 3 home runs. So I do like Sanchez. I like Sanchez a couple $100 more than Diaz. Diaz is your cash play, though. Sanchez is a great GVP play. And you can't talk about catching without talking about Yasmani Grandal, the way he's hitting right now. Back clean up again tonight against Riley O'Brien for the Reds. O'Brien's making his major league debut tonight, I believe. But we seen that kid yesterday who I watched that game yesterday, that kid for the Reds. I just drew a blank on his name, but that kid was awesome. It's really good last night. But Grandal right now, 390 over the last week, 350 over the last month with 6 homers, 14 ribbies. He's one of the hottest hitters in baseball. So you had the money. GVP is mine and Grandal. At the end of the day, is your top raw projection catcher on the slate. Definitely is Grandal. Anybody else is just GVP plays. I mean, people still like Kirikazi. He does hit lefties. But he's really struggling. 180 in the last month. You got Salvi Perez against Aaron Savali. You got Will Smith against Darvish, JPP. Smith does hit righties better. So, a bunch of guys there. Zanino against a righty, though, but he's got power against righties. But it's all about, I guess, Diaz is your cash. And a little Gary Sanchez. And I like Grandal at catcher. First pace. What, we got CJ Cron probably, right?
Yeah, CJ Cron 27%. So no one else is really close. Dalbec, because he's very cheap. He's 3K on both sites. He's catching 13% ownership on DraftKings. And then after that, it's Shohei.
Yeah, so, I mean, Cron's got no business being 3-6 on DK. In course, hits in 5 of his last 7. Multiple hits in 5 of them. He's a play. He'll be in my main lineup. But at the end of the day, Votto to me is the top play of the slate at the position. It means just crushing. I mean, you're not going to be able to give him cash though. Like great GVP, 5 homers his last 11 games, 2 short of his career high. Here's go up against Lopez. So Brandon Belt, he's 9 for 12 against Weaver. As long as he's starting tonight. Belt's not even playing, so never mind. You can cross that out. Here, and my sneaky play here is we'll get no ownership, but is totally crushing Andy Ibanez. He's up to 4-2 though, but Ibanez hitting 400 over his last 20 games, 449 WOBA, and he gets a lefty in Naughton, who's nothing special. He's got 300 ISO, 443 WOBA on a season against lefties. So Andy Ibanez tonight is a real sneaky play, batting second for Texas. So making multi-enters, I would get Ibanez in a lineup. That's the way he's hitting.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a Bobby Delvey.
batting second, and then Naughton hasn't been good, right? He's got like a 5.47 FIP.
Let's look at his name.
He had like a 5 ERA as well. So
I just see the name Packy Naughton. I'm gonna bat against him. So I like Ibanez a lot tonight. I love Joey Votto. Anybody else that you like that are great play? I mean, probably Freddie Freeman's in a good. Ryan Zimmerman. Here's one's gonna probably hit one out. Ryan Zimmerman in Coors. I don't like the price 4-4, but he's going against Freeland. You know, Zimmerman hits lefty still. So
he's
Zimmerman
4 for 8. He's 4 for 8 off Freeman also.
That was the other thing I saw too. That BVP. So you're making multi lineups, get Zimmerman in a lineup in GVP. He'll probably be the one that hits one out in promo. But Zimmerman's in a great spot.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I'm actually betting on this game. I'm taking the over in the Nats and Coors game. Just the lefty versus lefty thing. We got the Nats crush lefties, the Rockies crush lefties, two mediocre guys on the mound, and the Nats are hot. They've scored like 5+ in I don't know how many games. Very recently, they've just been crushing the ball. So, and
that's
obviously
a sneaky
Soto's
team
hot as well.
Because everybody's on like the Brandon Rogers is and the Crones and the Stories. You know, Story hasn't really been hitting this year, but he's gonna be chalky. But when you got guys like, you know, you get to the second, Juan Soto is the hottest here on the planet. Going walking into Coors, you know, Zimmerman. So don't sleep on Zimmerman tonight. Freddie Freeman, I think he's got a decent BVP against Zach Wheeler too. I think it's like a 300 average. So GVP's Freeman. Same thing with Goldie against Woodruff, especially if Woodruff leaves early. With the way St. Louis is hitting.
Yeah,
Freeman's got a BVP.
Freeman's actually 444 off of Wheeler, 20 for 45.
Great GVP play.
Yeah, 15 walks.
I think Mancini's another one's got a BVP up for sale. Mancini's hit sale good over years. So that's another one to keep, you know, against a good pitcher that will be lower owned. All right, that's first base. Second base is probably all about Brandon Rogers, right? Rogers is going to be popular tonight because he's cheap.
Yeah, 27% for Rogers on DK.
Yeah, it's figured 3.9.
Polanco 17%, and then Iglesias because he's pretty cheap today on both sites.
And Rogers, I mean, Corbin's a gas can of lefty. Rogers just crushes lefties. 337 ISO elite, 436 WOBA elite, 337 batting average, and then Corbin gives up a 261 ISO to right-handed bat. So it all lines up with Rogers. You got to play him in cash. You don't get cute there. Jose Altuve had the top pay up. Obviously, he should be leading off tonight. I haven't seen the Astros. Yep, should be leading off against Michael Wacha. He should destroy Wacha, the righty. Luis Garcia for Washington. I don't think a lot of people realize Garcia. He's got hits in 8 of his last 9, 325 in that span, and he's 317 against lefties. So Luis Garcia hitting down the order though. He's batting 8th. Sneaky spot tonight against Freeland. He's gonna be low owned. Like that play. And it's probably, I don't think I'm missing anybody. It's all about Rogers tonight. So third base here is where you may get a little bit unchalky. We got
Donaldson 17%, Devers 16%, and then
Donaldson's the highest owned.
Yeah, just updated. Donaldson's the highest owned now, only by 1%, but yeah.
And a lot of people are going to still have Devers because it's the lefty versus lefty, and Devers hits righty so much better. But remember, it's Zimmerman, Camden Yards. He'll be out of the game. Orioles got a horrible bullpen. He's going to see righties. And Devers hitting 325 his last 10 games. He's a great play. But then you got, really like third base tonight. You said Donaldson. Anytime Donaldson hits a lefty, he's got a home run every 12, one in every 12 at bats against lefty this year, Donaldson. So he still hits lefties. And then Eugenio Suarez, who I bitched and complained about all year. He's lost me money half the year, and now all of a sudden he started hitting ball again, like the Suarez we know. And he's got a 7-game hit streak, hitting 448 over that streak. Multiple hits in 5 of them, 3 home runs. So I like Suarez a lot tonight as an off play, but you can't go wrong with Devers or Donaldson, or even Suarez. Nobody really cheap. You can play maybe like a guy like Jack Mayfield. He's so cheap for the Angels. I play Mayfield, him, and I play like that Brandon Marsh kid a lot. I don't mind that. Freddy Galvez for Philadelphia. He's batting 8th, but he hits righties. I don't mind Galvez. He's 5 for 10 off Morton. So he's got a little bit of a history there. It can be a sneaky play. But third base is all about Devers or Donaldson, I guess, for cash. And then you can slide in a little bit of Gino Suarez. Can't believe I'm saying that for GPPs, but he is hitting the ball. Matt Chapman, maybe. Here's another one I threw in GPPs. Carter Keyboom for the Nationals. Worst key. He's batting 7th though. It's not righty versus lefty. So I kind of like Keyboom tonight too. Shortstop. What do we got?
Yeah,
Bogarts?
so Trevor Story by
Okay.
mile, 33%, and then Polanco 16%, then Xander 13%, and then everyone else is like 5% or less. So you got to pick one of those 3 guys, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be probably Story because he's so cheap, and he gets a lefty at home, a bad lefty. He's 8 for 27 off Corbin. I'd rather play Bogarts if I had the money though. Bogarts is like 8. He's got hits in 8 of his last 11 with 3 home runs. I love Bogarts tonight against Zimmerman in Camden. Story probably is the cash he played though. I like Polanco. I like that BVP 5 for 9 off of Alexander, and we know Polanco's got some pop. So
yeah, I think
no
he's
problem.
due. Polanco is like very due right now.
Yeah, he is. Yep. I actually just looked him up a little while ago before we came on, and he's been solid. He hasn't been crushing, but he hasn't. Yeah, he's hitting 250 over his last month, 7 homers, but he hasn't hit a home run now. You're right, in at least a week now. I'm seeing. I haven't seen a home run since the September 17th, so 11 days.
Yeah,
So
I mean he's been solid, and Buxton has been kind of crushing.
Yep.
But
as soon as I get off Buxton, now he's hitting.
With that BVP, don't rule out Polanco there. And I mean, he's expensive, obviously.
I didn't saw Devin's comment. Isn't it warm there? Yeah, but I'm in the refrigerator. I got the AC down to like 60 degrees right now, my AC. So my house is a refrigerator. All right. Another guy is what's the name? Khalifa there for Texas. I like Khalifa as a sneaky play also. And Devin mentioned that Ibanez too. I love that Ibanez play. Yes. Isaiah, whatever his name is, Khalifa for Texas. He's a decent play. All right, now the outfield. This is where you can be a little bit different also. I think Garrett Hampson's got to be a cash play. Is he on top of the ownership? Yeah.
He's 33. Buxton 23. Renfro,
really? Buxton, okay.
22. JD 20, and then Soto 16, and then underneath that is GPP. They have Elaine Thomas, your boy Brandon Marsh, Enrique Hernandez are all about 12% owned.
Just hate getting stuck with all these Rockies. I mean, Hampson at 2.8, you almost have to play him. You know, him and Raj at the top of that lineup. He's just too cheap. Then though, maybe I don't play Story, but I love Hampson in the outfield. I love Hunter Renfroe at 4.2. And then what's the ownership on leadoff Lane Thomas? What's Lane Thomas's ownership?
He is coming in at 12.3. So he's I guess 6th highest owned, 6th or 7th. But I mean, he's expensive. Look at that price. What is that?
And he's like the only one that got the Coors jack up. But he's leading off, and he's got hits in 5 of his last 6. the main thing is what he's done to lefties this year. 418 average batting average against lefties. And he's played pretty much close to what 3/4 of a season now. 236 ISO, which is elite, 1.184 OPS. And now he gets a bad lefty in course. So I like Elaine Thomas a lot at 4-1 if I can get him in somewhere. Maybe Hampson and Thomas.
I was going to say, remember, we were playing him in cash like a month
ago. Yep.
Yeah.
And he still just keeps crushing lefties. So great play. Renfroe, you play Renfroe against lefties, crushes them. And then nobody's even mentioning what's Juan Soto's ownership. Hottest hitter on the planet right now. 470 over his last 20 games with 5 homers. Crazy 318 ISO, 583 WOBA over his last 20.
17% for him.
It's expensive, of course. I mean, but I don't think you can get him in cash. Maybe if you went down to, it'd probably be tough. I mean, right? Unless you play like a Hampson and then like a Jonathan Diaz in the outfield, or like a Brandon Marsh, and then maybe you can get to a Soto. But man, Soto.
I mean, I'm playing him in cash. Like I said, I'm literally betting that over. I think it's 11.5 still.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him in my lineup also. I
I'm
don't care if it's lefty. Agreed.
I'm gonna play him and Zimmerman probably. I mean, I don't know how you get away from the Zimmerman thing.
The main thing I think was gonna make Crone popular because Zimmerman's still $800 even more expensive than Crone. But Zimmerman crushes lefty, so totally agree. Other spot, Luis Robert is a great spot tonight. JD, great spot. Harrison Bader, it's against Woodruff. Harrison Bader, great GPP play. He's got homers in 3 straight. Austin Hayes, another lefty smasher. If you're not playing Sale, GPP, Austin Hayes could lose one against Sale. I think he may have already hit one off Sale this year. I remember it seemed like I watched it. But
yeah, Hayes is really hot too. I think he is one of the hottest hitters in all of September.
He's got 11 homers against lefties, so I love to play Hayes against lefties. I think Renfroe's a top play. Soto, Thomas, cheapies is Brandon Marsh, Daza, and then I think you got to use Hampson. You got to use Hampson. He's going to be so popular, and if he does lose one and you're not on that, you're going to get screwed. Same thing with Brendan Rodgers. Rodgers just crushes lefties, so it doesn't matter. Rodgers just a shoo-in. So anybody else pretty much in the outfield is all GPP plays, Eloy Jimenez. Another one's Max Schrock. I was watching that game yesterday. This kid just keeps crushing, man. So last 5 games, he's 6 for 18. And he's only 2.5. So I'd probably play Schrock actually over Jonathan Diaz. But great play. And then you get to Max, and then you get Marsh at 2-2. But I love Max Schrock. I was watching Barry Larkin was praising this kid. Saying he's one of the best prospects he's seen come up in years. So, the Twins lineup isn't out yet. I guess not. So the Padres aren't out, and then I wonder why the Twins aren't out yet. Did this Marlins Met game get canceled?
Weren't they playing the first one right now? Still, or
why am I seeing it's 7:00? Or do they have a?
It's a doubleheader. They're playing right now, I think.
I didn't even realize Noah Syndergaard's pitching tonight. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I was surprised the kid from the Indians, Bieber pitched. I figured they shut him down for a season. I was glad to see that though. But so Thor's pitching tonight. Okay,
yeah,
so
it's a doubleheader. So they're mid-7th right now. Mets are winning 5-2.
So they might not even be on a slate though, probably, right? I didn't even realize it. Not that we playing anybody anyways. Let's get the Twins out. It'd be nice to see where Donaldson. I'm assuming Donaldson is playing. Let me just check quick to see if it's come out in the last 2 minutes. I don't think so. No, it's not out. Okay. Albert Pujols placed on IL. A little bit late for that. Okay, so my top stacks tonight. Mine are Red Sox. Red Sox, Nationals, Rockies. I wish I could be a little bit different. Is anybody you like beside those 3 teams?
Maybe a little Cardinals, fade some of this Woodruff stuff and just ride the hot Cardinals.
Yeah, good. Actually, that's a good call. White Sox, I guess White Sox too. It Woodruff may leave after 3 innings. So Twins against Alexander. And of course, and I'm not forgetting about the Reds. The Reds are crushing right now. They're hitting on all cylinders. I don't think they're actually officially out of it, are they? But they are. But I don't think they're officially been eliminated. So don't sleep on the Reds tonight. After watching them yesterday, especially Joey Votto. Okay. I have one prize pick play. I was going through it quick, and I have Chris Bassett over 5K tonight. That was my prize picks play. I apologize. I didn't go crazy looking through it. What do you got on a betting end?
I got for prize picks, I got Tommy Edman over half a run or RBI. And then betting wise, it's really just the Nats game for me. I'm going to play that. I had a little something in Champions League earlier. I know you and I were talking. But for baseball tonight, I'm just going to play this Rockies game. I'm just going to play the over and hope for the best.
All right, that's pretty much what we got, and it's good as we have about 25 minutes to make lineups. I want to be a little different. So once again, I do like the Zimmerman call. You want to be different over Crone. I like the Sanchez. You want to be different over Diaz. This might be different chalky. Luis Garcia. You want to be different over Brandon Rogers. Third base, you can use Gino Suarez or Devers over Donaldson. Andy Ibanez, one of my favorite plays tonight to get him in somewhere. Shortstop, Boggs over Story. You want to be different? Or Polanco. I didn't mention Nicky Gordon. This kid's hitting 300 the last 20 games. A couple homers.
Yeah,
He's a sneaky play.
Out. Twins is out. He's not in the lineup, though.
No Gordon? Okay. But there is Donaldson's playing, right?
Yeah, Donaldson cleanup. It's Buxton, Polanco, Garver, Donaldson, Sano, Rooker.
I see now, too.
Yep.
Okay, Sano. And Charlie Barnes will start for the Twins. No big deal. And outfielders are going to be different a little bit. Luis Robert. I like Elaine Thomas. I don't think he's going to be as high on some of these guys. Harrison Bader against Woodruff. And Austin Hayes, we both agree on. So I think we got a good little start tonight. I think it's going to be it's a quarter slate. So, but if you're playing more than one lineup, make some lineups without these cores guys. As we've seen that, we've seen how that goes too. Get some, play some Red Sox and some White Sox. Like you said, Cardinals are a nice sneaky stat. All right. No questions. 6:40. We are out of here then tomorrow night. It is Wednesday, 9 p.m. College football to break down the Friday college football slate, which is 3 games, I believe. There's a showdown though Thursday night. I forgot my Hurricanes going up against Virginia. So we'll have content on that. And then Thursday night, the show for the Saturday main college football slate. And with that, thank you, G. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mickey, our producer. And deuces, we out of here.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.